if you picked $1
ready.
or $100 million. It doesn't matter. For the sake of my argument, the point being is that you're going to specifically target a certain group, doesn't matter how big or small, of the people in the United States and make them pay more money because they have the sheer privilege of existing in the United States of America is inherently evil.
I don't understand how.
Okay, Kane, listen.
Explain why it's wrong to specifically tax
the money.
100
Just
millionaires.
forget the money. You're targeting one group.
User left your channel.
Yes,
okay,
because
take
they have
left your channel.
Take the label. I know you hate labels. Take the label millionaire out of the equation.
Why can't we just specifically talk about those guys that make $100 million a year or more?
No. Listen, Kane, let me finish. Okay, take money out of the equation. Okay, change the label.
I totally understand your ideology, the communist ideology. Taking money from someone that they earned is wrong. Period. I get that. That's not the issue.
But that's what you're supporting.
I think 100 millionaires, which we for some reason can't ever discuss. There is 100 millionaires out there.
Yeah, like 5 of them.
Probably more than that, but okay. Those guys.
I don't think you realize how low. Like we're richer than most other nations by pretty much every other nation, but we're still not that rich.
Every CEO of the big what is it? The Fortune 500.
I'm gonna put
over
this to rest right now. I'm gonna put this to rest right now.
Yeah. How many people in the country make $100 million a year or more? Like I know that it's a communist ideal to take someone's money that they haven't that hasn't already been predetermined to be taken. I get that. Totally.
Okay, 5,000.
There's 5,000 people.
Okay.
You said 5.
No, that's 5,000 households.
You said
but
5,000
in a country of 300 million.
Regardless,
that is a molecule in a water bucket.
User joined your channel.
I hear communism is coming in here. I want to hear the communism.
The reason why I threw the number 5 out is because it's such a small, just minuscule number in the grand scheme of things.
Oh my God!
I have come to be the arbitrator.
Okay, you're going to argue with me.
I will be the arbitrator.
Times 100 million. How much money is
5,000? No, but that's not the point, Kane. You're gonna.
I come back. No number.
Shut
Quiet.
Everyone, shut the fuck up. You're gonna pick. So take money out of the equation. You mean to tell me you're gonna pick 5,000 people?
Why are you taking money out of the equation? That's my whole point.
Let me fucking finish.
User joined your channel.
You're gonna pick 5,000 people at random, just at random, and you're gonna arbitrarily decide that they get to carry 80% of the tax burden for the United States.
That's not at all the point I'm making.
That is exactly what you're doing, except you're just picking these particular people because they have money and you don't.
And you just picked out. No, they're not random. They make $100 million or more.
That's
what's
like if
funny
your neighbor
about
across
that?
the street.
I don't understand what's funny about that. I'm speaking straight
That's
facts.
not what he means. He doesn't mean 5,000 randomly. He means you pick a group of 5,000 people who just happen to make more money than the person next to him.
See, Ober's original point was it was 5 people.
No,
he thought there was only 5 people in the whole country
why I said 5
that made 100 million or more.
Is it was a generalization. It was a
and
generalization.
Then it turns out to be 5,000.
But that's not the point, Kane.
God forbid
5,000 compared to 300 million is such a small minority, minuscule. 5,000 people.
You're coming off insane to me just because they make $100 million or more a year. That's not minuscule.
That is minuscule.
God.
No, he means the percent of people
that
make that amount of money.
The percent of people.
He
Don't
means
do
the
that.
5,000 people is minuscule.
I'm serious. Don't do that.
Okay, the 5,000
don't
people,
do that.
That's not
That
a
is
lot
awful.
of people.
I have a big blue dot
but the amount of money they
that
make
big right now
per person.
It doesn't
my
matter
God.
how much money
that
they
9
make.
million that are
It
left
doesn't
over.
matter how much
water.
money they make. You're gonna pick 5,000 people.
I'm not. Look at my eye.
And place
The 5,000 people that make $100 million or more a year, yes.
Okay,
I think they should
you're
pay
gonna
more
place-
taxes than they do. That was my original argument.
Yeah, and that is evil.
You had me, Kane, until you said that. There's
User
no
joined
reason
your
for
channel.
anybody to pay
That was
any
this
more than
whole
anyone
argument
else.
Is I think the
User left your
100
channel.
What you mean
millionaires.
to tell me, Kane, is
Hold on.
they deserve their money less than you do?
Okay,
I
no, wait.
literally
I can
only
solve
said
this for Kane. I can solve this for
But
Kane in just a
regardless,
few
let me
sentences.
lay out the whole point, and then you can
Okay,
say
you
whatever
lay
the
out
fuck
your
you
whole
want.
point, and then I'll tell you why you're
I think that
wrong.
the people, the households that get paid more than $100 million a year should be taxed more than they are now. That's my that was my only argument.
Okay, now I will tell you why that is wrong, because if you're going to do that, if you're going to tax the people who have taken the risk and opened businesses and are making millions, you would have to regress and pay back all of the people who took the risk to try to make those 100 millions and lost their shirts. Everybody who tried and failed, because you're penalizing the people who won, you would have to forgive the people who lost. And there's a much more people who have lost than there are who have gained.
Okay,
So the people who have actually made the money by taking the risk, by investing their money, by actually putting forth an effort to actually improve themselves, you're penalizing them for doing that.
Okay, and
you
then on
can't
top of
do
that, on top of that, Kane. Hold on, I forgot what I was going to say. Give me a second.
That's why our tax code is actually getting
Kane,
a reformation now.
Kane, so you mean to tell me that you want to tax people? Why do these people deserve their money less than you do? What have these people done that makes them
make
less
$100
deserving
million
of
a year.
No, that's not the point.
I make
Kane,
pennies to that.
Kane, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Why do they deserve their money
That's
less?
the whole point. Why do you throw in all this extra shit? Like,
No, but
that's
Kane,
just what I think.
No, Kane, I'm asking you, what have they done that causes them to deserve their money less than you do? It's their money. They earned it. Why do they deserve less money? Why do they deserve to pay more taxes than you do? Are they bad people? Are they evil people? Have they committed crimes? Do they need to be punished? Why do they deserve less money? Why do they deserve to pay more taxes than you do?
And you can't come up with the answer that they made more money than you.
Yeah, so by that logic, Kane, if we follow down that trail, that means that making money is inherently evil.
Yes.
That's your ideology at that point. Because if you make more money than me, you must be a bad person.
You deserve to lose more.
If you make more money and don't contribute it in some way back into the fucking system.
But they are.
But it's
they're
their
paying
money,
their taxes.
It's
not like they're paying no taxes.
Brody, you should push more.
I just said it should be more. That's all. Even if it's 1% to 2% more, how would that not make an improvement?
But why? That's the question. It's the question
for you to
why.
Ask that question is crazy to me.
Kane, if you
it's
have
crazy.
5,000, hold on, Kane. If you have 5,000 cakes, like little Twinkies, they're yours. You own them. They're 5,000 Twinkies, and you decide to eat all of them. Is there something wrong with that? They're your Twinkies. You decided to eat them. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have 5,000 Twinkies and you decide to give them away to 5,000
of those Twinkies, would I know that 1,000 of those Twinkies could make a world of difference in someone's life, let alone someone's
Dude, that's moral.
life?
You can't put moral.
Yeah, that's not a person's responsibility.
It doesn't work.
You're taking I'm making an objective argument. And you're making it subjective.
My whole point is moral. That it's all moral.
Dude, but
Kane, you can't legislate morality.
Whenever there's economics involved morality, it gets fucked. It never goes the way you plan.
That's all you had to say instead of saying you're a dirty fucking commie or you're retarded.
I didn't say you were a dirty
or
fucking
some
commie.
crazy shit.
Oh my god,
I never
Kane,
said
you're
that.
so
Those words
paranoid.
never
You
left my
never
mouth.
said that. Ober's never said this entire argument that
just
you're a
look at my
dirty
fucking
commie.
description for fuck's
I
sake.
didn't put that there.
That was...
You're the one that told them all about it, guys.
Okay. At
Because
the end of the day,
Hey,
we're all friends. Doesn't matter.
Hey, just because you think when I say communist, you think that's an insult, doesn't mean I think it's an insult. I'm not saying you're a filthy communist. I'm saying your argument that you place forward that you believe in is inherently in line with communist ideology.
It kind of is, King. It kind of is. I mean, you got to admit it. It kind of is.
Know that. But that
no. It's
100%
fine.
right.
It's fine.
No,
It's fine.
If you know that, then why have you been arguing it tooth and fucking nail for the better part of a month?
Because it gets assumed that I'm 100% red, and for some reason you always bounce back to the So you might as well fucking tax 5,000 people that make 100 grand a year or 50 grand
Yeah,
a year.
but the point,
you always
exactly.
go there.
Because here's the thing: if you're gonna pick, why there? Why stop there? If you're gonna penalize people for being successful, why not go all the way? If more tax money is good, if taxing more people is good, why stop? That is the trail that your thought process goes down. That's the next logical step.
It's a shame that morals don't play a factor.
You can't.
That's all that's got to be said about it.
Because
do that. That's not. It doesn't work like that.
Morality
it's their money.
never
They
goes
can do
right
whatever
in
the fuck they want
economics.
with it.
It never does.
Hey, if they decide to pile all their money into a big fucking bonfire and burn it, that is their legal right. You can't stop them from doing that. It's their money. If I buy a house and then burn it the fuck down...
Yeah, but why are you ranting so much because I said that I think the super rich should be taxed more? Why does it turn into an
because no
insane
matter
fucking
what I
argument?
say to you, it doesn't get through your fucking head.
User joined your channel.
What doesn't get through my head? I still
You
think
don't understand.
I still think
It's
the super
their
rich should be
shit. They
taxed
can do
more.
whatever they want
I mean,
with it.
technically, it's just his opinion. Like, I mean, if
Yeah.
he has that opinion,
That's fine.
Exactly. That's the whole point I've been
But
trying to make.
I'm just trying to...
Hey,
you keep-
Kane.
Kane, I'm getting frustrated because you keep coming back to me every 2 days and asking me why I think the way I do.
What?
And then I explain it
Hold
to
on,
you.
it got
And then
brought,
2 days
you
later,
brought
you
it
come
up.
back and ask me the same fucking question again.
Yeah, this is what I like.
That's why we
You
keep
brought
hashing
it
this
up,
argument
guy.
out over
Okay,
and over
okay,
and over again.
okay.
Okay.
You
All right.
We're
brought it
gonna
up,
fight
and
Rhodesia now,
you're
guys.
the one that
Come
All
on.
right. Go to your
Motherfucker,
respective
wait.
corners. Go to your respective corners. All right. Ober, do you have anything? Do you have any final remarks?
I heard Rhodesia.
Yeah, we're doing Rhodesian Bush War.
All right.
The fuck.
So
Get the
this is
fuck
over. This is
on.
over. This is over. Ober, do you have any final remarks?
No,
You're done?
I'm just explaining myself.
Okay,
I don't
no,
know
that's
how many
fine.
times-
Do you feel you've explained yourself
Yeah,
enough?
I think I've explained myself as well.
Okay,
as I can.
good. Go back to your corner. Kane,
Yoda
do you have any?
show's
Do you
over.
have any final remarks to make? Kane?
No.
No. Good. Okay. This issue has been resolved until tomorrow, unless you guys want to resolve it and it's all done now. Are we all
I
done
pray
now?
that's done now.
Are we
I
all
pray.
done?
I'm done.
Okay. Great.
I'm tired of saying this.